a complete record of U.S. aircraft, revealing innovation, scale, and human operation across decades. Beginning with early U.S. aviation foundations. Wright Flyer, pioneering heavier-than-air aircraft, powered by a 12-horsepower engine, taught Orville and Wilbur Wright controlled flight, laying the foundation for U.S. aviation development. Curtiss JN-4, biplane trainer, widely used during World War I, introduced pilots to basic flight control and navigation, shaping the early generation of U.S. military aviators. Thomas Morse S-4 Scout, single-seat biplane, designed for advanced pilot training and aerobatics, challenged aviators with responsive controls while preparing them for frontline reconnaissance missions. Boeing P-12, single-seat pursuit fighter, biplane design emphasized maneuverability, trained pilots in air combat tactics, and defended early U.S. airspace during the interwar period. Martin MB-1, twin-engine bomber, designed for strategic bombing and observation, trained crews in coordinated multi-engine flight while expanding U.S. aerial strike capabilities during the post-World War I era. Keystone LB-5, light bomber biplane, built for day bombing and reconnaissance, allowed crews to practice formation flying and precision navigation over domestic training ranges. Vought VE, naval trainer and fighter biplane, adapted for carrier operations, taught pilots takeoff, landing, and maneuvering from decks, advancing early U.S. naval aviation skills. Douglas O-2, observation biplane, used for reconnaissance and artillery spotting, trained crews in aerial photography and communication, supporting U.S. Army Aviation's early intelligence gathering missions. Moving on to piston-engine military aircraft. Boeing P, 26 Peashooter, monoplane fighter, stressed speed and maneuverability, trained pilots in air combat, bridging the transition from biplanes to modern U.S. fighter design. Curtiss P-36 Hawk, single-seat fighter, all-metal monoplane, equipped for air defense, allowed pilots to practice aerial tactics and gunnery in early U.S. combat aviation programs. Curtiss P-40 Warhawk, robust fighter and ground attack aircraft, deployed in multiple theaters, trained pilots in low-altitude combat and dive bombing techniques, enhancing U.S. operational flexibility. Republic P-47 Thunderbolt, heavy fighter bomber, designed for high-speed escort and ground attack, challenged pilots with powerful engine handling while delivering extensive ordnance on enemy positions. North American P-51 Mustang, long-range fighter, excelled in escort and interception missions, trained pilots in high-speed aerial combat, significantly extending U.S. air superiority capabilities. Grumman F4F Wildcat, carrier-based fighter, rugged and reliable, allowed pilots to engage in naval air combat while mastering takeoffs, landings, and dogfighting over the Pacific. Grumman F6F Hellcat, carrier fighter, optimized for speed and firepower, trained naval aviators in air superiority missions, contributing decisively to U.S. control of maritime skies. Douglas SBD Dauntless, dive bomber, engineered for precision strikes, trained crews in steep-angle bombing, providing effective naval support and reconnaissance during key Pacific operations. Vought F4U Corsair, carrier-based fighter and ground attack aircraft, notable for speed and climb rate, trained pilots in both air superiority and close support missions. Martin B-10, twin-engine bomber, designed for strategic bombing and crew training, introduced U.S. aviators to modern all-metal monoplane bomber operations and formation tactics. Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress, four-engine heavy bomber, built for high-altitude strategic missions, trained crews in formation flying, navigation, and defensive gunnery over extended operational ranges. Consolidated B-24 Liberator, long-range heavy bomber, optimized for payload and endurance, allowed crews to conduct extensive bombing missions while mastering navigation and multi-engine coordination. Continuing with early jet era. Bell P-59 Airacomet, first U.S. jet fighter, limited performance, provided pilots with initial jet handling experience, bridging piston engine training to early jet operational concepts. Lockheed P-80 Shooting Star, single-seat jet fighter, designed for speed and agility, trained pilots in high altitude, high-speed flight, marking the U.S. entry into operational jet aviation. North American F-86 Sabre, swept-wing jet fighter, excelled in air-to-air combat, taught pilots supersonic maneuvering and gunnery while establishing U.S. dominance in early Cold War skies. Grumman F-9F Panther, carrier-based jet fighter, built for naval operations, trained pilots in deck takeoffs, landings, and jet combat, supporting U.S. maritime air power expansion. McDonnell F2H Banshee, twin-engine jet fighter, designed for speed and carrier deployment, allowed pilots to conduct interception and reconnaissance missions while mastering early naval jet operations. Lockheed F-94 Starfire, all-weather jet interceptor, equipped with radar, trained pilots in night and poor visibility operations, enhancing U.S. continental air defense capabilities during early Cold War. Northrop F-89 Scorpion, twin-engine jet interceptor, built for long-range patrols, trained crews in radar-guided interception, providing early U.S. defenses against potential aerial threats. Convair F-102 Delta Dagger, supersonic interceptor, delta-wing design, allowed pilots to practice high-speed interception and missile deployment, reinforcing U.S. air defense strategies during the Cold War. Lockheed T-33 Shooting Star, two-seat jet trainer derived from P-80, emphasized pilot instruction in jet handling, navigation, and gunnery, bridging the gap to operational combat aircraft. Republic F-84 Thunderjet, single-seat jet fighter bomber, designed for ground attack and escort, trained pilots in low-altitude strike missions while introducing U.S. airmen to early jet ordnance delivery. Next up, Cold War multirole and strategic aircraft. McDonnell F-4 Phantom II, twin-engine supersonic fighter bomber, versatile for air-to-air and air-to-ground missions, trained pilots in multirole combat and long-range strike operations. Grumman F-14 Tomcat, carrier-based supersonic fighter, equipped with variable sweep wings and long-range missiles, trained naval aviators in fleet defense and air superiority tactics. McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle, air superiority fighter, optimized for speed, radar, and weapon systems, trained pilots in high-altitude interception and aerial combat dominance. General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon, multirole fighter, lightweight and agile, provided pilots with advanced avionics and precision strike capabilities, enhancing U.S. flexibility in modern air operations. Convair B-58 Hustler, supersonic strategic bomber, delta-wing design, trained crews in high-speed, high-altitude nuclear delivery missions, representing the U.S. commitment to rapid strike capability. Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, long-range heavy bomber, capable of high payloads, trained crews in strategic missions, navigation, and aerial refueling, remaining central to U.S. deterrent strategy. Rockwell B-1 Lancer, supersonic variable sweep wing bomber, designed for low-level penetration and high payload delivery, trained crews in advanced navigation and coordinated strike operations. Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt II, close air support aircraft, heavily armored, trained pilots in precision ground attack and survivability, excelling at supporting troops in contested environments. Northrop F-5 Freedom Fighter, lightweight supersonic fighter, used for training and tactical missions, allowed pilots to practice air-to-air combat and ground attack operations efficiently. Douglas A-4 Skyhawk, carrier-capable light attack aircraft, designed for ground strikes and pilot training, offered naval aviators hands-on experience with precision ordnance delivery. Grumman A-6 Intruder, all-weather attack aircraft, optimized for low-level penetration, trained crews in night operations and precision strike missions under challenging visibility conditions. Vought A-7 Corsair II, subsonic attack aircraft, designed for accuracy and endurance, trained pilots in precision strike missions while supporting sustained naval and ground operations. Concluding with modern era trainers, special purpose, and UAVs. Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk. Stealth attack aircraft designed to evade radar detection, trained pilots in night precision strikes, redefining survivability and tactics for modern aerial warfare. Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. 5th generation air superiority fighter, integrated stealth and supercruise, trained pilots in sensor-fused combat while dominating high-threat aerial environments. Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II. Multirole stealth fighter, designed for strike, reconnaissance, and air combat, immersing pilots in sensor-driven operations while redefining networked battlefield awareness. Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit. Stealth strategic bomber, optimized for long-range, precision strikes, trained crews in low-observable operations, supporting U.S. nuclear and conventional global missions. Boeing KC-135 Stratotanker. Aerial refueling aircraft, enabled extended range for fighters and bombers, trained crews in mid-air refueling operations essential for global U.S. airpower projection. Lockheed C-130 Hercules. Versatile transport aircraft, designed for cargo, troop, and medevac missions, trained crews in short-field operations and global logistical support. Boeing C-17 Globemaster III. Strategic airlift aircraft, capable of carrying troops and equipment worldwide, trained crews in rapid deployment, tactical landings, and global logistics operations. Northrop Grumman RQ-4 Global Hawk. High-altitude, long-endurance reconnaissance drone, provided crews with real-time intelligence training, enhancing U.S. situational awareness over vast operational areas. General Atomics MQ-1 Predator. Remotely piloted aircraft, designed for surveillance and light strike, trained operators in persistent ISR missions while integrating precision weapon deployment. General Atomics MQ-9 Reaper. Larger armed drone, capable of long-endurance strike and surveillance, trained crews in remote targeting, persistent ISR, and precision engagement of high-value targets. Beechcraft T-6 Texan II. Turboprop trainer, used for basic and advanced pilot instruction, taught navigation, aerobatics, and formation flying for modern U.S. aviators. North American T-28 Trojan. Piston and later turboprop trainer, emphasized takeoff, landing, and aerobatic instruction, preparing U.S. pilots for operational fighter and attack aircraft. Boeing E-3 Sentry. Airborne early warning and control aircraft, equipped with radar and communication systems, trained crews in airspace surveillance, threat detection, and command coordination. Lockheed Martin C-5 Galaxy. Massive strategic transport, capable of carrying oversized cargo globally, trained crews in heavy lift operations and intercontinental logistics for rapid deployment missions. Northrop Grumman E-8 Joint Stars. Airborne battle management and surveillance aircraft, integrated radar and communications, trained crews in real-time ground target tracking and coordinated operational planning. Bell UH-1 Iroquois. Utility helicopter, used for troop transport, medevac, and close support, trained crews in versatile rotary wing operations across diverse terrains and combat situations. Boeing AH-64 Apache. Attack helicopter, heavily armed and armored, trained crews in precision strike, reconnaissance, and close support while excelling in modern battlefield survivability. Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey. Tilt-rotor aircraft, combining helicopter vertical lift with airplane speed, trained crews in versatile assault, transport, and rapid deployment missions for modern U.S. operations.